6 months ago, I moved to Eastern Europe, specifically Kyiv, Ukraine. Now this place is not perfect. There's no Amazon. As you can tell, it's pretty cold. And in case you didn't know, there's a bit of a war going on right now, but don't worry about it. As someone who works online as a freelancer, content creator, and mentor for developers, I like this place more every day. Now, if you're watching this video, I know you're probably not gonna move to Ukraine, but I wanted to make this video to kind of inspire you or show you some of the cool things you can do if you create an online income. Anyway, for this video, I came up with things that I personally like better in Ukraine than in the US. That doesn't mean Ukraine's better than the US. Actually, there's a lot I like about the US, but these things are really important to me, and you can tell me whether you think I'm dumb or not in a comment. Okay, the first thing I really like about Ukraine is called geo-arbitrage. That means making an online or income with Western clients, but living in a place with a lower cost of living and getting all the advantages of that. Now, before you say I'm just a Westerner exploiting a poor, vulnerable country, consider this. Most of the companies here, specifically IT companies, are also catering to a Western audience, so there's nothing stopping Ukrainians from doing that too. In fact, if you're not taking advantage of this in 2021, you're actually at a severe disadvantage. Anyway, geo-arbitrage allows me to do things I would not be able to do at home to grow my business and have a better lifestyle. For example, I can actually hire people before making 7 figures a year with my business. I can take risks and try new ideas without getting completely financially ruined. I can even rent a cool house to shoot content. Still working on that one. Okay, the next thing about Ukraine that's better than the US is taxes. And I'm not just talking about avoiding taxes back home. In fact, I still have to pay some taxes in the US. But I really like the way Ukraine handles taxes, and that is giving a lower tax rate to entrepreneurs. If you set it up right, you can pay only around 5%, where if you didn't know, America actually penalizes entrepreneurs with something called the self-employment tax. This just makes sense to me. The government should want people to start businesses and create more jobs rather than punish them for doing so. Now, these tax savings of 20–30% combined with the geo-arbitrage mean I have a lot more leverage to take risks and design a cool lifestyle and so on. The next thing I really like about it here is, let's just call it the challenge. I'll focus specifically on languages. Russian and Ukrainian are really cool sounding languages, and the language barrier here is a very real thing, but I wouldn't be motivated to actually learn Russian unless I had to. Every awkward interaction inspires me to get 1% better every day. So one day I can sound like James Bond and just effortlessly bust out the Russian in a Moscow bar with a martini in my hand. Anyway, every conversation I have is subconsciously building this skill for me, and I really like the fact that it's automatic, tangible, and really cool. This is one of the reasons I don't live elsewhere in Eastern Europe. No offense to Estonia, but I don't really want to learn Estonian because you can't really use that anywhere else. In a place like Serbia, where I lived in 2019, they have a cool language, but everyone speaks English so well there, I can't be motivated to actually learn it. Okay, the last thing I like about Ukraine, more than the US, is the people. And I'm sorry, some of my best friends are American and continue to be to this day. But I'm just talking about the average person. The way I would describe Ukrainians and all the Slavic people I've met that can be Serbian, Russian, and so on, is they're very stoic and they're very honest. And these are two qualities I really admire. What I mean is, people are never gonna pretend to like you here. If they laugh at your joke, you know it was actually good. If they tell you to fuck off, you don't have to take it personally either. They're just saying how they feel. What I like about people as a whole here too is they're really proud of their country. Now in the US, nationalism has become almost a bad word, but it is a source of unity and pride here. Could you even imagine someone coming up to you in the street in the US, telling you about their favorite president, and then inviting you to get a cheeseburger? You haven't tried cheeseburgers? You gotta try it. Come to my favorite place with me. Well, that happened to me here and other places in Eastern Europe. In short, I like that people are proud, and I see it creates a lot of cohesion. Okay, now the final thing I like about Ukraine is you can actually come here and things are open. We don't really know how long COVID's gonna go for. It could be another year, another 2 years, and things could never really go back to normal. But if they stayed exactly as they are now, I would be very comfortable staying here because it's just the right balance of openness and restrictions for me. I'm not saying any country's right or wrong in the measures they're taking, but I feel like here fits very well with my risk tolerance. And isn't it great that we can decide with our feet? Okay, those are just a few of the things I like about Ukraine more than the US. It was also really easy for me to move here, so if you want to hear more about that, leave a comment letting me know. And if this video gets enough likes, I'll make more videos like this one. All right, now I'm gonna put some gloves on. I'll catch you guys later.